If you are a fan of history, historic preservation, and adventure, Dr. Colorado has some offbeat suggestions that you might want to visit this summer. And Dr. Colorado, it's always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here, Denise.
Did you know Phallus actually designed the Mayan too, or did we stump you on that one?
No, I knew that.
You knew that, of course. He knows everything. So crazy. So talk about the ghost town of Animas Forks.
Yeah, this is a lot of people's, including my favorite ghost town. It's well preserved by the San Juan County Historical Society. It's like 12,000 feet up there, one of the highest.
Wow.
And once it had 800 people there, and the highest newspaper in the United States. But they put roofs on these buildings to keep them from deteriorating completely.
Why did they think it's haunted? What have they kind of seen there?
Well, some of the ghosts that still live there. You know, most of the year it's snowed in and people can't get up there.
Oh, do you believe in ghosts, really?
Certainly, at a place like Animas Forks, you've got to believe in them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do too. Why not? How did the old adobe church, we're going to show it right here, it's beautiful. It's in the San Luis Valley, get the name of martyred Roman soldier?
Yeah, isn't that great? This is Viejo San Acacio,
Beautiful.
Old San Acacio. And the story is that the people settled there and were putting up a church in an unnamed village when they were attacked by Ute Indians.
Wow.
The Ute Indians came after it. It looked like the end of the rope for them, but then they noticed it was the feast day of San Acacio, who was a Roman soldier who converted to this wacky new religion that believes in virgin births and crucifixions. And of course, his parents were upset, and the military was upset, so they martyred him. It happened to be his feast day, so they prayed to him, and lo and behold, he showed up. And I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a Roman soldier in the middle of that retablo with a miniskirt and a sword. He shows up with the Roman legions in the San Luis Valley and chases off the Utes. You look skeptical, but this is the proof. There he is on the retablo.
Yeah, gosh, you've been studying history here in Colorado for how many years?
Oh gosh, forever, since way back in the last century. Yeah.
I mean, it's just so interesting. You could talk to you all day. You know so much about our history here. And once upon a time, I understand that 1 to 10 Coloradans, 1 in 10, worked for Colorado Fuel and Iron Companies in the mills of the company towns.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about what's happening with the giant steel and the steel mill in Pueblo. My country accent comes out every time I say steel mill.
What would you like for your next meal?
I know, meal.
This is it, and the only remnants of the steel plants are left. You can see some smokestacks there. But that beautiful building now is a museum and archives where they keep track of all these people that once worked for Colorado Fuel and Iron, which had like 60 company towns around the state.
So beautiful. Is it true that you only like to stay in historic hotels?
Don't you feel better?
Yeah.
In a place that's old. These new places just aren't the same.
Well, you know, I think it's really cool when you venture out and you see a hotel like this and you know the history and you get to tour it and the architecture is beautiful. Tell me about this one.
This is the Beaumont in the town of Ouray, in that spectacular setting, that bowl of mountains all around it. And for years this was deteriorating. It was about to fall down. A family bought it, restored it beautifully. I think it's like a $20 million restoration. Governor Hickenlooper gave it the governor's prize for the best preservation project.
It is gorgeous.
And today it's luxurious once again.
Have you stayed there?
Yes, I did.
One of your favorites?
Right.
Okay, let's talk about Delta. I understand that they're one of the only towns in America to have an Egyptian revival style theater.
Right, and the only one in Colorado. Isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
It's right on Main Street in this little town of Delta. They restored the inside too and still used as a movie theater.
Very beautiful. And that was the one at the beginning we talked about Phallus. He was the one that designed that.
Right.
Do you know why that he was in love with that type of architecture, Egyptian style?
You know, in the 20s they were excavating King Tut's tomb, and Egyptomania struck the country. And I guess the world. Everybody wanted to do these things Egyptian. So they now had artifacts and things to copy. So you use Egyptian columns instead of Greek or Roman columns.
I love we have a little Egypt here in Colorado. Thank you, Dr. Colorado. I appreciate you coming on, teaching us a little bit of history. For more fun Colorado tourist targets, check out dr-colorado.com. And happy trails, my friends.